What's going on, y'all? It's Dizzy, back at it with another one. You feel me? I've been seeing LARUSSELL get dragged through the dirt recently. And it's like, at first I thought shit was gonna blow over faster. I thought about making this video a long ass time ago, but I was like, nah, by the time I upload, it's not even gonna be a discussion no more, you feel me? But that shit escalated. So I'm sitting here watching Curtis King do his fucking like second, third video about the shit. And he's just misunderstanding the point. Like, okay, cool. I understand. Look at Christians. I understand heaven sent has a definition and a meaning. That means a blessing from God. You feel me? And that's not the way he used it. Facts. Okay. But if I'm looking at the sky, right? And this motherfucking sunset and the colors are changing, you know, it's turning nighttime. And I say the sky is purple, but there's blues and pinks and yellows in that bitch. If everybody starts flaming me talking about I'm colorblind, I'ma just feel like no one's taking me serious because, okay, yeah, there's a lot of going on. But there is also some purple, you feel me? I'm saying that to say, I remember this discussion where it was like, a lot of people today don't realize that if they were in Nazi Germany back in the day, they would be Nazis. And that quote kind of like shakes your soul a little bit when you first hear it, because it's like, what you mean I would be a Nazi in Nazi Germany? But it's just to say most people kind of like are easy to hypnotize and program at large. And so like most Nazis in Nazi Germany didn't think they were going to be the bad guys at the end of the day, you feel me? But by the time the story ended, that's what happened. They got mass manipulated. And people say like a lot of people today would be into the same situation even though they don't realize it, right? And that's kind of what the heaven sent is saying, bro. It's like, although we are all placed here by God, depending on the choices you make, the influences you allow into your life, it'll dictate the decisions you make going forth. So you can come from the same creator, but you can be an evil, like a manifestation of evilness, such as a Jeffrey Epstein or Hitler, right? Like completely bad, nothing good. Like you would never think this came from the same source, same dirt, same earth. You feel me? As a great leader, inspiration for positivity and unity, such as Martin Luther King or Malcolm X. You feel me? He wasn't saying all of these people are on the same level and he respects them equally. He was saying it's crazy the dichotomy of a human conscious. He was like, it's insane how even people born from the same mother want to fight to be a politician or like help feed the hungry or something, you know, positive. And the other one will go out robbing and shooting people. You know what I'm saying? And it's based upon the influences allowed into your life and it's the decisions you make surrounding them. And a lot of people experience the same things but make different decisions going forth. So that's really what he's getting at, is like, we all go through bullshit, but you have the choice whether you're going to end up like a Epstein or a Malcolm X. You feel me? Now, the song didn't say it that clearly, but bro explained himself a couple times. And if you really just sat there and thought about it, it's obvious he isn't fucking trying to praise pedophiles. You feel me? Like, if you just sat there and be like, is this stand-up guy who always putting in work for the community and families surrounding him, do I think he would openly endorse pedophiles? No. What he's trying to do is, with his platform, spread awareness that people don't often realize the paths that they're walking down. And if you don't stop and turn around and examine your experiences, you'll look back one day and realize you were a Nazi or you were an Epstein or you were a motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? You were a bad, evil human being. That's the whole message of the song. Pay attention to your actions so you don't look back one day and be like, damn, I done fucked up. You feel me? Because a lot of people are not conscious of their actions. They don't realize what they're doing while they're doing it, or the extent of how cruel what they are doing can be. You feel me? And that's not to excuse any of what they're doing. They're still evil fucks. But it's to say there's people that are going to do that shit in the future. So we're trying to spread awareness so that they can realize the path that they're walking down before they go too far down. That's what Heaven Sent is about, in my opinion. It's the dichotomy of a human being, and the possibilities are endless, even though we're all from the same creator. So you gotta be aware so that you can do better. But people are like so stuck on, not my God, not my heaven. My heaven would never accept no that. I ain't even mean to do that like that. But like, god damn, like, you can't give my nigga a break for none. Like, he didn't say these are my superheroes. He didn't say shit like that. He did say Heaven Sent. But it's obvious that he meant these people were sent from heaven. And not sent from heaven like do-gooders, but he just means heaven is the place where God resides. And God created us. So in his mind, we're all sent from heaven, or heaven sent. But in today's society, heaven sent has a different connotation, meaning blessing from God. So people were like, there's no fucking way these guys could be blessings. And then he doubled down and was like, y'all can't be that fucking stupid. That is not what I meant. And people were like, did you just call me stupid? So it's like, end of the day gonna end. But like, come on, y'all. We got to do better than that. You feel me? Like, yeah, he could have clarified and apologized, and this shit would have blown over way quicker. And that's what I would have done. That's the smartest thing to do, and he probably still should do, you know? Because a large base of his community is Christian, and they feel like that's going against their beliefs. I didn't think misunderstanding the vocabulary behind a single word would start that much of a divide within a community. But obviously, depending on what other communities that community is involved within, a lot more can happen. You feel me? But yeah, I say best thing to do is apologize, keep it pushing. But at the same time, even though what he said was incorrect, his intention was not what people are trying to make it out to be. Like, people, and that's the funny thing, people are always talking about trying to judge people correctly and be, you know, I'm more fair, be more positive. But as soon as something happens, people want to point the finger at you. Busy talk.